A winter storm is continuing to dump several inches of snow across the area. We do have team coverage on this system this morning. WCIA3's Emily Braun is live in Champaign. Meteorologist Jack Gerfin is out on the roads in Leader 3. And, of course, Adam Claybon is in the tracking center. First, we begin this morning with Emily. Emily, snowplow crews have been hard at work all night preparing.
And they're still hard at work this morning, Christy. We've seen them back and forth throughout the morning trying to keep these roads as clear as possible. What I'm looking at right now here in Champaign, the roads are not stacked up with snow, but they are pretty slushy. I am seeing more drivers coming by now, and most of them are taking it pretty slow. You want to keep that continuing, but yes, again, these plow crews have been hard at work trying to pre-treat these roads and clear them off throughout the duration of this snowfall. And they say even though this snow came a lot earlier in the season than they were expecting, they're doing everything they can, and they are prepared to make sure your drive to work is as safe as it possibly can be.
If you see the snow plows on the road, on the trucks with the flashing lights, just try to slow down or stay out of the way. You can only go so fast in those trucks, and obviously safety is a main key.
And you want to make sure you're keeping your eyes on those snow plow crews as well, giving them plenty of space. Do not cut in front of them while they're doing their work. That's not only dangerous for them, it's dangerous for you as well. One more tip that highway maintenance crews say that you need to be aware of before you even get in your car: make sure that your headlights and taillights are brushed off so that people can see you clearly when you are on the road. We will continue to keep you updated on road conditions as they come in here this morning. Live in Champaign, Emily Braun, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, thank you so much, Emily, for that look at Champaign. Now moving on to Jack, who's been out on the roads in our Leader 3 car all morning long. Jack, what are you seeing out there?
Hey, Christy, and right now I'm currently on I-72 between Champaign and Monticello, and roads continue to remain completely covered. This is the view out front from Leader 3, still going well below posted speed limits. At some points only topping at about 40 miles an hour. Typically, speed limits are 70. So roads are completely covered. The plows have gone through, but there still isn't the dry pavement that is exposed really at any point on my drive, at least so far on 72. Now, at times this morning, there have been more and more cars, but this is a little bit of a more sparsely traveled section of our interstate in the local area, but we still do have more cars out here as we get closer to that morning commute time, and so people are very much aware of the conditions. Good news is I've been seeing a lot of very careful driving. Nobody's been driving quickly. You can't, but nobody has been going at a speed that is inappropriate for these conditions, and so just want to remind everybody to just give yourself a few extra minutes, but the roads are completely covered, and again, like you'll keep on hearing from Adam, we do have that little glaze of ice that's underneath it thanks to the slushy sleet that we had last night. So we'll continue to monitor the situation in terms of our road conditions out there this morning, and I will toss it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Jack, thanks so much. Be careful out there. Now we're going to send things on over to, of course, Adam Claybon for our official weather on the threes. Good morning, Adam.
Yeah, good morning to you, Christy. We're watching out for that slushy area of maybe sleet that's underneath some of the snowpack that we have around. Additional snowfall for today, 1 to 3 inches for just a small area, and that looks to stretch from about the south and western parts of Iroquois County back through areas of I-55 and on farther to the south. And a lot of that's have already fallen, but we're still noticing as we take a look at Storm Tracker Doppler, there's that band that's going to help to produce that farther north areas across Livingston County. Noticing, yes, some snow that's in place, but a lot of the heavier snow now beginning to head out farther north, just north of Macon County now, beginning to push into southern parts of DeWitt County and Logan County. That heavier band that is in place, and that stretches down through Sangamon County too. So good morning to you in Springfield. It's a very white and snowy go about it here this morning. This system going to be around here, but a lot of the moisture is now beginning to wane for many of us who are farther south and to the east. As far as the road conditions, here they are right there. You can see those are pretty much all snow covered here across central Illinois. Let me zoom in and you can see a better look at it. we're noticing those purples and even the pinks showing up across Champaign County. Not quite as bad, but still, you're going to want to be careful on those. Mostly covered, not completely covered like you're seeing with the darker purples. And then farther north into the east, northern parts of Vermilion County and into your Iroquois County areas, we're seeing those areas mostly not completely covered. And then for areas that are just west of McLean County, if you're going to be heading up that way, just partly covered as a lot of the snow didn't make its way up there. Live look outside here in Champaign on your Roofing Dog eye at Adams Memorial Skycam. The roads, looks like the people here who work on them have been doing a pretty awesome job. We're going to continue to notice that there will be some slick spots, so be careful of those, especially bridges and overpasses where you can get a lot more of that slick spot in place. But looking at what we're going to be expecting as we head throughout the rest of the day, it's going to be snowy, especially this morning if you're heading out to try to catch a bus. Later on this afternoon, maybe a few flurries left behind, but temperatures not warming up a whole lot, mid-30s ahead. And just want to keep you in mind that we do have those winter storm warnings and advisories that are around for us until 6 p.m. Then things should really begin to quiet down and clear out for tonight. More in the morning show coming up right after this.